This Russian group is about to attempt something difficult: break the Ukrainian line and open the way for more convoys. One tank gets lucky and reaches the front line, but it hits a field mine and gets blown apart. Now the rest of the group is under threat. They start retreating while firing toward the front line. The tank crew abandons the wreck and escapes to the retreating vehicles. But one vehicle gets stuck behind the wrecked tank. Moments later, it's hit directly. The assault collapses before it even starts. The rest of the convoy decides to pull back, but they run straight into another minefield. One by one, the vehicles and tanks are blown away. Mines and drones leave nothing behind. Another Russian column with at least a dozen vehicles is spotted. Coordinates are locked and passed on within minutes. Abrams tanks and drones begin striking the targets one by one. Vehicles erupt in flames across the road. This time, the Russians try a new tactic, sending troop carriers ahead of the convoy instead of proper mine-clearing vehicles. But it quickly turns into another disaster. The carriers hit mines and slow everything down. And while they're stuck, Ukrainian tanks and drones strike hard. The convoy is taken down one by one. Another failed plan. Elsewhere on the front, a Ukrainian drone spots a Russian column. One Russian soldier notices the drone and starts firing at it. But it's too late. The coordinates are already sent. This time, the Russian vehicles split up, moving in different directions to confuse the Ukrainians. But it backfires. They run straight into a minefield. One by one, the vehicles are blown apart. Ukrainian tanks and artillery start raining fire on them. Explosions hit from all sides. They're trapped between mines and incoming shells. One Russian armored column manages to get dangerously close to the Ukrainian line. They've pushed through the minefield and reached the defensive zone. Using new tactics, they tricked the Ukrainians and got this far. Tanks and troop carriers are now right on the front line. The Ukrainian team quickly calls for an airstrike. A jet arrives and rains fire down on the Russian units. Moments later, Ukrainian tanks open up too, hitting targets one after another. Now some of the Russian vehicles are hit and disabled. They block the narrow path, trapping the rest of the column behind them. The area around is mined. There's no way to go around. They're stuck in a deadly choke point, and this is perfect for Ukrainian artillery. Then, another airstrike hits the area hard. What looked like a breakthrough turns into a deadly trap. Shells begin landing one after another. Here's another Russian column. This one looks more organized and cautious. But it doesn't take long. One troop carrier hits a mine and blows up instantly. A tank tries to go around it, and it also detonates a mine. Only two vehicles make it through. One APC and one tank. They manage to hit a couple of Ukrainian positions as they push forward. But the advance is short-lived. The APC hits another mine and is torn apart. Just one tank remains, alone and exposed. The tank doesn't make it much further. It hits a mine and is blown apart shortly after. The entire convoy gone in minutes. Here you see another Russian convoy moving in formation. As they come forward, a long-range shell hits the first tank and destroys it. Then, one by one, kamikaze drones strike the other vehicles. The lead section of the convoy is left in flames and wreckage. The rest of the convoy comes to a halt. You can see them lined up in a straight row, not moving. Now, a kamikaze drone locks onto the first in line and slams straight into it. Another blow. Another FPV drone moves in and finishes off an already damaged Russian armored vehicle. It hits with precision. A final blow. Now there's nothing left but burning wreckage. Another Ukrainian FPV drone successfully sneaks into a hidden Russian position deep in the woods. It weaves through the trees, locks onto the perfect target, and explodes. Following the blast, Russian soldiers scramble out of the position in panic. But another drone was watching the whole time. It tracks them quietly as they run to a new hiding spot. Once they stop moving, it strikes hard. Clean, final, no second chances. And this is a Russian position targeted by long-range Ukrainian artillery. Coordinates are locked, and within minutes, it's destroyed. A direct, devastating strike. This is a Russian ammunition depot, a high-value target. HIMARS hits it with pinpoint accuracy. The explosion is massive. Within seconds, the entire site is reduced to dust. Now, we're watching an entire Russian column being turned to dust, using only FPV drones. Millions of dollars worth of tanks and armored vehicles blown apart by drones that cost less than an iPhone. One by one, they explode with precision. Somewhere else on the front, 5 Russian vehicles are spotted preparing for an attack, but the drones get to work immediately. One by one, the vehicles are hit with pinpoint accuracy. These vehicles are estimated to cost around $500,000 each. That's over $2.5 million total. Gone within seconds. All taken out by drones costing just around $1,000. This is modern warfare. Subscribe to our channel for more updates from the front line.